What is up, guys? Mr. Octagonal here from Octagonal Gaming. Now, this is a series that has been long in the making and the work, and I am so excited for this. Unfortunately, it will replace the Illinois series. Illinois went 5 strong seasons, but Illinois is a little too good. So, we're going to do something a little more challenging, and that is a team builder with a 1-star school. This is the team I created. I thought of this name completely on my own, and it is the Westlake Hornets. So, the basis of this team is Westlake is basically west of a lake. So, Westlake is in Utah, and it's just west of the Great Salt Lake. It's in this town called Burmester, which I believe is a few miles away from it. So the campus is pretty much almost right next to the lake, which is pretty cool because it's a pretty big campus. And the football facility is even closer to the lake. Can't really see the lake from a football stadium, but it is pretty close. So, before we start, I would like to give a huge shout out to SEP. He has helped me a lot with this series so far, and he's going to continue to help. He helped design the team builder, so what we did was over a Discord call, he showed me the computer screen and I told him what to do. Let me just tell you, the uniforms are fire. I don't know if you guys watched the preview, but if you didn't, those unis are sexy. The logo is also pretty sexy right there. That's the main logo. The alternate logo is a W. Even though Westlake is 2 words, it's only a W because we don't take L's, we take W's. Even though we're going to be 3-9 this year, 2-10 in that range. So we're not going to be taking much dubs. So we will be, before we start with recruiting, let's meet your coach and your coordinator. Let's start with the head coach. That is the person I am technically, controlling. And that is Charger legend Mason Conway, MVP and Super Bowl champion. Whoever is the quarterback, the long-term quarterback, he's going to have a great mentor, Mason Conway. Phenomenal quarterback. Most yards in a season. Your defensive coordinator, former Cleveland Brown pass rusher Teak Youngblood. Both Conway and Youngblood were former number 1 overall picks. Conway from Michigan State, that's his alma mater. Youngblood's alma mater is Tennessee. And Youngblood was very good at getting after a quarterback and wreaking havoc. Also forced a lot of turnovers. And the offensive coordinators, former Illinois tight end Jackson Kelly. Obviously his alma mater is Illinois. Excellent pass catcher, 3-time John Mackey Award winner, one of the greatest tight ends in all of college football history. So 3 very good football players, football minds, and 3 legends from this channel. Mason Conway from the Madden 18 Los Angeles Chargers franchise, Teak Youngblood from the Madden 17 Cleveland Browns franchise, and Jackson Kelly from the NCAA 14 Illinois Dynasty, which of course just concluded. So, we're going to be doing recruiting, redshirting, depth chart, choose an extra pipeline state. Does this cost money? I'm not sure. And custom schedules, all in this episode. So I created the custom recruits, which you guys sent in. I will be doing that every season. So if you didn't make one for season 1, don't worry. So we're not going to have any top prospects wanting to come. In the Illinois series, we have the 9th best athlete wanting to come, and that player was Eric Fisher, who is probably the face of this channel. Even though that series is done, he was so phenomenal. So, this is going to be very ugly. This is going to be very, very ugly. Okay, 72. That's actually not bad. This is not that bad. Was that a 69? Oh, no, I'm blind. So, 72, Sam Johnson. He does not look too bad. Actually, no, why don't I do this? I'm confused. I could have sworn the guy who really wanted to come was the 374th best prospect. 304, close enough. I'll just put all these guys on the recruiting board. All the guys that are first. Or most of the guys that are first. Maybe not the terrible players. Yeah, he's a JUCO. I'm not really looking for JUCOs. So, second. I'm blind. Only one 1-star is first. That is Chris Lawrence. I don't really want him. Gerald Finley, Carl Smith, Russell Taylor. These guys are honestly not as bad as I thought, which is pretty good, I guess. That's a fullback. Is he any good? 61, that's not terrible. Alrighty, so here's a look at our recruiting board. I added a 5-star athlete just because who knows, anything's possible. He looks like he could be a quarterback. This Sam Johnson guy, I hope he's good because he looks like he wants to come here. Ryan Sutton up 2, that's good. Eric Ryan up 1, that's good. Okay, 63. 63 as well for John Chance. Antoine Bailey goes down to a 63. Stephen Branch to a 65. Mark Parrish, oh geez, to a 61. Billy, 66. Now I added a few guys just because I thought they were really good, and I also added a few custom recruits. Like someone who I thought was really good was Talib Caldwell because of his squat. Lewis Berry, 63. Jack Duperay, 66. Benjamin Gold, still 66. Shaquan Carter, 71. Gerald Finley. Now, these aren't their final ratings because it's only 25% scouted, by the way. Ben Jude, 68. Carl Smith, 65. Russell Taylor, 69. And Ash Jakar, 68. Okay, so not too shabby. Now, before we go any further, I forgot to go over the roster, so we sort of need to do that now. Starting with quarterback, our day one starter will be Tyus Cummings, a 72 overall redshirt junior, pretty good scrambler. We have freshman CJ Clifford, freshman Ellis Thomas, and junior Braylon Handy. Our day one running back, and the guy on the thumbnail for the preview, is junior Malik Bostic. He is a 73. Quentin Weatherspoon, redshirt sophomore, 70. Myron Burke, 69. Nehemiah Stanford, 67. And true freshman Taywan Winterstone, 66. Fullback Kenny Osborne, 58 overall sophomore. Wide receiver Cortez Thorne, our highest rated player other than our kicker, and he's a true freshman. Cortez Thorne is our prized possession, and we are going to develop him into hopefully a superstar. We also have junior Rashawn Overstreet, junior Cliff Stewart, sophomore Mickey O'Neal, who's 5'7", senior Noah Waters, freshman Eddie Goolsby, junior Terry Reed, and freshman Cedric Whitlock. Tight end, we have sophomore James Moody, a player who I'm pretty excited about. Looks like a pretty good player. We also have Deontay Daly, Clay Fontenot, and Alex McLeod. Looking at the offensive line, we have redshirt senior Tyler Barber. He might start, I'm not entirely sure, but someone who's definitely going to start is Lionel Cotton. He's only a redshirt freshman. He's just a tad worse, but he's much younger, and he has a lot more of the eligibility left. So he's definitely going to start somewhere. Ahmed O'Neal, Markel Fitzpatrick, nothing too crazy. Kendrick Gibbs, our best offensive lineman, he's going to start, but this is his only year of us. Jim Ferwerda, not too great. Lance Thorne, solid. I guess he's Cortez's Thorne's, brother. Tanner Curry, not bad. Danny Silva, he probably has the most potential on our offensive line, other than Cotton. Stephon Cronin, he's pretty solid, and so is Joel Clayton. So all three of these guys might actually start. Now looking at the defense, the defensive line will be Conrad Novak, a redshirt sophomore, redshirt freshman Trey Cooper Jr., and probably someone who's going to be a fan favorite, redshirt sophomore defensive tackle Victor Van Vector, as well as Marquise Birch. Left outside linebacker Colton Feldham. Middle linebacker, redshirt freshman Mel Flint, probably has the most potential out of any of our defensive players. Gilbert Wynn is pretty good too. Right outside linebacker, redshirt sophomore Zaire McGill. Cornerback, we have senior Junior Evans, pretty solid player. Alan Hayden, Demetrius Cyphers, Rashawn Lilly, redshirt freshman. He's probably going to be the slot corner, or maybe even the number 2. Albert Rivers and Carlos Herman are the other 2. 3 safety, Edmund Setzer, redshirt sophomore. He's not too bad. And at the strong safety spot, I'm probably going to go with David Baker because he is only a sophomore. Calvin Richardson, our highest rated player, will be the kicker. And the punter will be Jason Byer. We are going to be redshirting a decent amount of players. The players who will be getting red shirts are Albert Rivers, Carlos Herman, AJ Branch, Chad Langford, Andrew Thurman, Taywan Winterstone, Markel Fitzpatrick, Braylon Handy, Terry Reed, Myron Burks, and I believe that is it. No, Matt Kendrick, and I think that is all. Yeah, okay. So, those are our players. Let me just double check that it's saved. I'm not entirely sure if it just auto-saves or if I have to press something. Okay, we're good. So, depth chart, I'll be doing that later. Custom schedules. This is something I'm very excited for because we are going to be starting out as an independent this year. So what we're going to do conference-wise is this year we're going to be an independent. And unless we make the national championship, then we're going to be moving to the Mountain West. If we make the Natty, then we're going to the Pac-12. But obviously, we're not going to make the Natty. We might not even get single-digit losses. So I'm going to do the schedule off camera. This is not our official schedule. We're not playing Oklahoma and LSU. We will have some challenging games, but probably not that challenging. This is going to be the Season 1 schedule. I tried to avoid Mountain West teams. I think I got one in there, but that's just because they're going to be a rival. So we're going to be opening up at home against UTSA, then at Utah, one of our rivals, at UCF versus Indiana, at Tennessee, probably our toughest game, at Utah State, our second rival, versus BYU. I don't know where I got the C from. BYU is the other rival. At Maryland versus Central Michigan versus Kentucky. Senior day against Old Dominion. And at Texas State. So I would say this is certainly on the easier side. I would probably say 3 to 4 wins. Maybe 2 if we're unlucky. So let's look at the preseason poll. See if we're dead last. Which I would imagine we are. If not, we're awfully close. And I think we just passed those. We are not the worst team in college football. We are at 112. That's pretty impressive. So I think that just about covers it. I hope you guys enjoyed and are excited, because I know I am. So hit the like button and subscribe. Next episode, opening day, will probably be tomorrow. So, yeah, bye.
Hey, man!